Welcome back from the break. I'm Fiona Mboa here at Church of Uganda Family TV with Ring Diaries, where we talk about anything and everything to do with marriage. Before we went for the break, Diana here was telling us about the beauties of technology in our homes. And now we're going to talk about, if any, are there any negative attributes of technology? Because as she has explained earlier, technology is beautiful. It eases our communication. It makes us get a bit of time. I can just throw the clothes in the washing machine and get some me time. But are there any other, are there any bad sides of technology?
Thank you, Fiona. Of course, any good thing, they say too much of anything
is always bad.
Even water, when you drink too much, it becomes a problem. So with all these good things that technology has brought to our lives, we also know that when we look around, it has hurt our lives as well. You mentioned that every time someone talks about technology, you think of social media, you think of the phone, the internet, and which is, I think, our biggest, how can I describe it? It's one of the things we are fighting with the most nowadays. So the thing that comes most to me is the lies.
I tell which lies?
Lies. They assist people to lie. Of course, if someone has been a liar, they are a liar with or without technology. But someone can tell you, I have left town, maybe on a trip. But they actually didn't go.
They're in Kampala.
Or they are, hello, how far? I'm on my way. I'm almost there. But do you know where the person is? Probably they've not set off, or they are in another place altogether. So it's not just out that people lie on the phones, through text messages, through etc. But couples lie to each other. It's not just about the whereabouts. Where am I? I don't know. I don't know because we are not. I don't know. I can put it in words, but people find it easy to tell a lie because
I'm not seeing this. I can just say.
I can say I'm here. I am reading. Or I've started on dinner. Or I'm doing this when I have not. Why does it become so easy? Because it's just a phone call away, and you're not physically near me to know. You can't see what I'm doing. And of course, on the other extreme side, there are people who keep maybe illegitimate communication lines open, but they lie. You've heard of people who have said, there was someone who has saved us, maybe Tom the mechanic.
It's not. Yes.
When you call Tom the mechanic,
it's not a mechanic.
It's not the mechanic. You understand? So you can easily save the phone, appear to be doing good and well, but you've saved the contact under a false name. Oh, that is the ability of technology. Okay, because you know that even if someone was to look at this, or someone is calling me, probably at a strange hour, it is my mechanic. But meanwhile, the mechanic is someone else, a woman, for example. So you realize that we as a fallen race, to say human race, it makes some of our vices worse. One of them being lying. The lying on the phone, So that is one negative side of technology. Then there's this other painful one of the distance between couples. We are talking about marriage, and that distance is not physical. It's emotional. Okay,
like it increases the distance between.
Yeah, it increases that emotional gap between couples. We are living together, same house, we work in the same maybe city or town or village, but we are apart emotionally. Why? Because we have allowed this technology to make us get closer, if I may use it in that way, to people we do not see. We are always chatting with invisible people. some maybe we have met in real life, others we've not. So you find that it's more interesting for me.
You don't want to judge me the way you will judge me.
You see? So I am close to strangers. Some may not really be strangers, but they are third party to the marriage. You understand? So all my time I am WhatsApp status update, whatever, you know. But the person next to me, actually, I don't talk to them.
You don't even know what's going on.
You don't know what's in their head. Probably, as I'm on my phone, he is also on his phone.
Wow.
So eventually, emotionally, there's a gap, you know. How do we build relationships? We talk. If you met a friend, you talk, you exchange phone numbers, you keep in touch. So now we are here in the same space, but we are not in touch. You see?
We're just roommates.
We are roommates, you understand. I don't know how your day is going. I don't know the project you are working on. Is it going well? Have you made progress? Is it time to abandon it and think of because I'm not giving you time. So eventually you will find someone who is willing to listen on the other side of your phone. And they are there. They will listen to you. They'll give advice. They will sympathize with you when you're struggling on the other side, not in the marriage. On this side, I'm also now having conversations that are not really helpful to us, and with time the gap grows. Okay? This gap, of course, you know, whenever there's a gap, something must
brings
feel.
a seat and just puts
It's a loophole for the devil to bring anything to destabilize such a marriage. So that emotional distance between couples has been aided by this technology, these phones, this social media, where we have many friends. Some people have followers, they have followers, and that's a thing, you know, on social media. They have likes, you know, all those things. And they mean more to them than having a meaningful conversation, one-on-one, phones down with their spouse. So it's a big for us who are married, if we do not put it in check. You know, you have seen that it can be a positive in communication, but it has a flip side. It can also kill that true communication where we talk. You see, when I'm talking to Fiona, I look at her eyes.
Reading the expression.
Yes, Fiona may be telling me I'm okay, but she's not. You know, she's managing. And she tells me she's okay, but deep within I know, my husband is not okay. He's putting a brave face, but he's not okay. And then I will know what to do. You know, I'll see how to support them. Either keep quiet, you know, or pray for them, or ask how I can.
How can I be of help?
How can I be of help? How can I ease what you're handling? You know, indirectly, but they'll feel supported. Instead of, oh, sorry, you know, you open up to someone you've never met. On social media, you tell them your deepest feelings. Eventually, your intimacy is growing with these unknown people, and it's dying with the person next to you. So that
but I've had people say, but they didn't understand me.
They've not lived with you.
But all those usually it's just to cover up for actually what is.
That is true. Yeah.
How else is technology damaging our relationship? Apart from reducing the communication.
Well, there's also something called comparison.
Okay.
It gives unrealistic standards for people to look at. You see people post their best days. I think you've heard that before.
Yes. We all if it's the worst 2 days you put on some.
The brightest smile, you know, your best clothes, your best pose for the camera,
your best side of
the face. You've had a hairdo, and that's the day you post, okay? But people don't post about their low moments. So now, someone may be forced, without even knowing it, to compare their marriage to another marriage.
The other ones are always taking pictures.
They're always
smiling, going out
for restaurants. They're doing this, they're taking trips. But how sure are you that those trips are not after a fight, major fight? You can't tell from a picture. But because we have all this information out there, especially on social media, people compare themselves. Okay? They compare themselves. They think, oh, maybe my husband doesn't love
He
me.
didn't love me as much as the other
The other
one.
one's husband.
The other one bought them
They
flowers.
bought them flowers. Ah, flowers. You
A
mentioned
couple
flowers.
I
Uh-huh.
love flowers.
On Valentine's, there's even that thing, Valentine's.
Yes, everyone was posting their flowers, and
Their
yet for you have
chocolate.
nothing to post.
And for you, so you begin
So
to
you start
put
to compare.
your spouse on a scale, an unfair and unjust scale. Probably,
Whether it's just or not, that one is another discussion.
I understand.
But you start to gauge.
Yes, you
you know.
start to say, are we doing well? How come I don't have this on my side? Yet you forget that, for example, your own person, whether it's a wife comparing a husband or a husband comparing the wife, the bigger picture is more than that you're seeing on social media.
That's true.
Probably your spouse is reliable, responsible. Time to be a father, they are a father. They pay the fees, they make sure you're safe, you and the children are safe, you know. And they have not been enlightened on how else to add spice, probably. I don't know. But now once you begin comparing somebody, it means already you're saying they are not enough. You're saying they are not enough. And that one in itself can be a loophole. Meaning the next step would be to look for what you think is enough.
What is missing?
What is missing, you know? So that kind of comparison comes because this information is out there, and it paints beautiful, perfect pictures, which in reality sometimes, yeah.
No, actually, most times
it's not.
It's not. I remember there's a couple that that couple. Actually, we even told our husband when we were going to leave here and go. Do you see? They wear the same clothes. They're always.
Yes.
So my friends would tell her husband, but people, can't you learn how to love women now? Not like, see, God is funny. And like a month after, they tell us actually they were filing for divorce. So in my head I'm like, so my husband was like, you still want to go and get the other one? Do you still want to get the other one? Because there are things we don't look at. You don't look at the reliability, as you were saying. Now for us, we're looking at people, and people are apt to put on a show.
Yeah.
What are people seeing? But for you, what are you seeing? So I think that is important. We need to stop comparing.
And when you look, like you're saying, most times you realize it's a cover-up. Like there's someone I know as well who they used to post beautiful family pictures, and you would look at them and say, wow, what a family. But later to realize that the husband in that marriage was actually violent. And he would be the one posting.
To cover up for what is happening.
So you see.
So for you looking at it and saying, my mind is not doing this thing.
We don't wear, those Christmas pajamas that people, me and my family wish a Merry Christmas. And people have dressed in matching outfits. But you don't know what's behind the scenes.
That I can't see where.
You can't see them wearing those pajamas. So anyway, but that is the truth. That's what people are. Those who have not yet understood, they still struggle.
That's true.
They struggle to reach contentment and have gratitude for what they have. And there's always that yearning of what is not there. And most times it doesn't even exist.
That's true.
Yeah, so already that is not a nice place to be in a marriage. Once you're comparing your spouse, it's a no-no. You know, because as long as you compare, you're bound to find things missing.
Because we are human.
We are human in an imperfect world.
You can't be at 100 in everything.
Yes.
Okay. So it distances us, yet it brings us closer. I don't know. This is a weird thing. Comparisons. What else does it do?
Well, now, what else does it do? We've mentioned expectations, I think, based on what we see. There's a time when telenovelas we are causing problems in marriages. So are you aware of a time like that? Telemundo. And you would hear men complain that our wives, or maybe, our wives, compare us to those men.
They don't have muscles.
Whether physically or otherwise.
We want muscles.
And actually, I think most men had beef for those telenovelas because, I think there's one who trained Salvador. They want to be loved like
Carried.
that, pampered, all those things that, for example, TV.
That are being acted.
They have been acted out. But because they've been put in the family setting, you imagine if he doesn't bring flowers, he doesn't love me. If he doesn't bring me breakfast in bed, it's not the one. And we forget that, first of all, those are different cultural settings, okay? So you cannot expect the same. But incidentally, that's a lie that the enemy sells to us.
Uncle the father to bring.
You said it, I didn't.
Yes, and that is the honest truth.
When they say
uncle the father, bring breakfast in bed, because the cultures are
different. He would. I don't. Like
it's an abomination.
How?
So for you there,
no offense, when your uncle.
No. For me, I am one, so I wouldn't. I'm not being offended, but we have to actually understand the cultures are different.
Yeah, totally different. Or you expect that he will be able to be involved in your baby business.
Change the diaper.
That movie might end badly because of the expectation that is unrealistic. We've failed to put a distinction of this is Africa, this is Uganda. Like you said, this is Ankole. What can he and what can't he do? But what is he doing also? You understand? Because like we have said, we lose sight of he takes care of his family without a complaint, without even lamenting that I'm not contributing. I think put on a scale, that is so much better than breakfast in bed, flowers, Me and Mama Chiga, so flowers they make fun of us that Chiga, you give them flowers, they'll tell you, wouldn't you about potatoes? What are you saying? So anyway, so that shows you how we see things differently. One may feel loved with a kitchen that has been fully stocked. The other one will feel loved with flowers which are going to die in a day.
It's okay, let them die, they are flowers. And you brought up something that I think we need to talk about. What's your view on TV in the bedroom?
TV in the bedroom. Well, personally, I don't think TV has a place in the bedroom. If, like I said, there's always a plus and a minus. If you feel like your bonding time away from the children is in front of a screen, I leave it to you.
You're saying that.
Because I established my position. I said for me it's a no. Though for some people it may work.
Why is it a no?
Well, because it can be a distraction. Like I said, it's not completely negative. That's my personal stand. But it can be a distraction. Just as the phone in the bedroom, the house is quiet. Now it's the two of you. How is it different from a TV?
TV, we're watching the same screen. Not everyone is on their screen.
Are you talking to each other? Maybe, or maybe not.
No, we are not.
So, for me, if I was to give percentages, I think the plus is a small percentage. It's a time one for intimacy for the couple. I'm not saying that TV will stop it, but I think that time can be spent better for this couple that has finally had the door shut. The rest of the home is shut out, and it's now the two of them. I don't think TV should take that precious time away from the couple. Talk, bond.
We're bonding on that TV.
You're bonding on that TV. Watching Arsenal, bonding on that bonding. So that tension, assuming the tension, because I watch football and I know the tension that comes with watching football matches.
I don't watch
Do you
football.
really want that in your bedroom?
No, I don't.
You're saying you don't even watch football.
watch football.
So, personally, I think, no. I really think it should be in the living area, entertainment area, whichever area you've given it in home, but not the
But
bedroom.
away from the bedroom.
Yeah, you rest, bond, do what you need to do in the bedroom, but TV, find time for TV separately. That's what I would say. That is not in your bedroom, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know, Diana. We've seen the good thing. I think we have also seen the part of the bad thing. What is the bottom line about technology?
So, well, we go back to that saying that too much of anything is bad. And we've seen that technology is advancement of scientific knowledge. Who gives the knowledge to these scientists that are always striving to give us a better
version,
easier, life? I believe the giver of all good things, who is God, has given them that knowledge. Meaning, inherently, technology is not a bad thing. We've seen the positive side of it. And I believe even the people who invent these things, they don't have bad. Yeah, they don't have a bad or evil intention. But it comes down to us, human beings, the married couples. Knowing that this thing is there, how do I use it to my advantage? How do I use it to better my marriage instead of spoiling my marriage? I can say that technology is not a bad thing generally, but now as something created by man, it shouldn't be our master. We shouldn't be enslaved to technology. It shouldn't now give me more problems. Yet it's something I created. I in quotes to mean man. Man has created these things. So why should they master me? Why should I be a slave to my phone, for example? I should be able to put away my phone and know that I will not die.
And no one will die.
Actually, no one will die. I should be able to know that I can get off social media and I will be okay. I don't feel like something is missing,
Like I'm not complete.
Yes, and we have also seen these evils. So now that we know, it's generally not a bad thing. So the onus is on us as human beings, as wives, as husbands, as children. Can I control this technology or will it control me? So, depending on what you come out with from that, it will either be an evil in your life or it will be a blessing.
So then if I choose that I'm going to not let technology control me, what do I do? What are some of the things I can do to harness just the good part of technology?
It's about balance. Knowing that, yes, I need my phone, I need to keep in touch with family, with friends, colleagues, okay? I need to keep my social circle going. But not forget that the one and most important relationship is right here with my spouse. If it's a man, with your wife. If it's a woman, your husband. So knowing that it's here, I can use it for good. And I choose to use it for good. It's a choice. We are always told life presents us with choices. The time you open your eyes like this, choices. You need to choose. So, do you choose the positive or the negative? Do you choose to keep your integrity, even on your phone, or do you choose to play games with your phone? Because if you are a person of integrity, you say, yes, I am in town, when you're actually in town.
Is that why people end up using those security features where they can track
their spouses? Maybe they have had a reason. They've been pushed to that extent. Probably they've suffered a lie, or and already
they just care about us.
I don't know. I'll leave that to the viewers. Tracking
if you care
your
about your spouse, please. No, I won't.
No. So it's about choice, Fiona. It's a good thing. It can be a blessing. It can be a curse. So choose the blessing. Choose to make your life easier, not more complicated. Speak the truth. Use the gadgets in your home. Use your phone meaningfully, you know. And then you will, when people are talking about the evil of technology, you look at them and say, I don't relate. Yeah.
Because I've successfully managed it. And to our viewers out there, what would be your parting shot for them? What should they take out of this whole technology thing?
Oh, thank you so much, our dear viewers. It's been a pleasure. So, take home.
Take home, get a book and write.
Technology. We have seen the different types. One, the tangible, the intangible. So we, at creation, we know that God gave dominion to man over all creation. So man has gone on to advance in knowledge and has created things. Okay? Technology falls under the same thing. Use your God-given dominion to manage technology, and you will be happy. You will find a blessing in it. Okay? Let you be the master of the technology, and not the other way around. Do not surrender your position, your God-given position of dominion, to a phone.
A mere phone.
A phone, you know, or the TV. You know, I didn't know that for some people TV can be a problem. Like they watch too much TV, and that one also becomes a quarrel in the TV. So, you are in a position, God-given, use it. And technology will be a blessing.
Thank you very much, Jenna. And thank you very much, our viewers. Thank you for that amazing conversation. And for people out there, as she said, it is a choice. Technology is very good, as you heard. Technology can also be an evil if you let it be. But as she has said, let us dominate this. The Lord has given us everything on this earth that we may dominate. So do not let technology dominate and end up ruining your marriage. Listen to your spouse. What do they want? If they want time with you, put down that phone. It is okay. And let this marriage thing work. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Fiona Mboa here at Church of